Hey guys, me again. Glad to be back onto YouTube again. So, I like to explain about understanding and communication. And so, as you guys know me from my YouTube page, I explain a lot about disabilities. So, really, again, amazed me how a lot of people think we understand differently because that's what we kind of been taught to understand. And I had a conversation with another friend before, and I do remember of how lonely it is to be misunderstood. And I made a promise of never give up trying. And one of the things that I like to call the secret ingredient is to keep have that communication going. Whether if I do with one person or do to others, many I lost my friends, which is a loss of communication, and I had to make up with a new one. And there's many situations that as I finally have new friends, I end up losing muscle memories, which is cause of a lack of communication. So, you know, communication to your body that, here in Frederick it's hot outside, right? So on a hot day, right, to enjoy ice cup of water, right? Ice cup of water to quench your thirst and your hydration, right? That's communication to your body to cool your body down on a hot day. That's why I just enjoy cold tea or cold coffee, whatever kind of situation it is. So that's the communication to the body, right? So I gotta put my ice away so it doesn't melt. So that's another part of understanding the consequences that could happen if you don't put the ice they're not using away, right? And so I love teaching. Here's another enjoyable cold cup of water. So I love teaching, and I understanding that when I sometimes coach with disabilities, or just in general like to support and teach others, that I understand that different people have different way of teaching. So because I have ADHD, I can fit in on supporting people with ADHD easily, right? And some people just love hearing a good laugh, right? Or just need something supportive. So my ADHD with my personality can fit perfectly for people that doesn't have ADHD. Hey, look in the air, right? What's in the sky, right? A cloud, right? Hope it's a rain on you. Remember the old song that candy drops, gonna drop? Oh, what a rain it would be. Ha ha ha. Good imagination to think about that. That'd be nice candies and spaghetti, but fortunately, that's just imagination. Unless we can create many like spaghetti things on a plane and drop it down on a crowd of people, that would never gonna happen. That's close as close as we can. How does stuff drop down on a person and on the people? I don't think they're gonna be safe because food are usually heavier than water and can be unsafe to be dropping on people and people may have to wear helmets and safety gear for that kind of situation. So anyway, another way that I love of communication is to teach. And so I like to think of teaching different people as like doing different math problems, right? So different people have different way of teaching, depending on what they learn or what they understand or how you learn from people. And so there is a situation that a lot of answer can answer 24 by many um, problem math question that can lead to different kinds of 24. So No, I'm sorry. Many different problems to math that can lead to 24 or end up to 24. My bad. So I like to look at that as different ADHD. The different ADHD that people have experience with. Now you can name this kind of a different type of ADHD if that's what you want to do, but at the end, it's about people learn to understand about the ADHD. So for me, it's by having a safety net. When I have a safety net, I can make use of my ADHD. I start to feel good. I have a good day. I'm positive and I'm motivated, and I just have a good time. And when I make excuse of my ADHD, I end up being grouchy and crabby and lazy and being unsupportive and not being around people. You know. And so anyway, back to understand what 24 is. That the answer to many different way of math problems that can lead to 24. That's how I like to look at like different kind of ADHD, different kinds of autism, different people ways of being a doctor, different way of being a teacher, different way to how to do the dishes. People may have different way of doing dishes, but at the same, they all follow the same principle of wash your dishes and get done clean and be ready to use to eat for another day. So that's like a way of the answer 24. So no matter how people do dishes, you have to get clean. That's the answer 24. And so and it does get complicated when I realize now a lot of people don't listen or don't want to understand, you know. And I still do have an issue because this is what I lived through of, talk about my ADHD because that was a life that I lived to understand. I still trying to understand this part of life situation that now I'm living alone and it does get overwhelming that I'm do the basic doing dishes, get myself packed up for that day, but lacking a lot sweeping and mopping my floors and organizing for time to time and not rotating keep up with my daily situation. And so I try to keep the maintained situation, but lack on losing muscle memories, clean my place up, and and that's also part of training. Just like communicate with people every day to get better understanding. It's also a way to communicate to the body. If you want to get better, don't lose muscle memories. And so it's still a lot to learn how to juggle situations, get better in this kind of ball situation, but weak on this one. Get better in this ball situation, but then weak on this one, and it's not good that it just become a tear type back and forth. Muscle memory is not going much anywhere, but does this all the time. Just have it start from here, allow it to keep powered up and grow, and get better of it. So, and just like everybody else is, when they get into better of situation, behavior changes, attitude changes, everything else in that kind of situation, again, just all part of growing up. And so, it's hot here in Frederick. If you're in the hot areas, enjoy drinking some cold water, cold coffee, whatever you can to stay cool. Go for a swim, because that's what makes sense on a hot day. Thank you. See you. Bye.